They're live? Yeah. All right, we are live. Everybody, welcome back. Who's ever watching? We got Andrew's Engine Repair. Goes by Simply Small Engine Repair. You got to change that name, Andrew.
Yeah, I know.
on your stream.
Let me figure out how to do that.
And we lost him. He exited out. It's all right. And welcome back. Let me pause my audio here on the live stream. And then I will also post a link. Let me get that link going so whoever else wants to jump on, we're going to be sharing it. There you go.
There we go. Back in
We
business.
got AJP Garden Machines Ash in the house. What was that?
I said I got a new phone. This should be way better quality.
Oh, what kind of phone did you get?
Samsung S20.
Nice. That's what I got.
Yeah, it's like the three cameras on the back and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, way better quality.
Are you debating now if you should be recording with your GoPro or with your phone?
I think I'm gonna do my phone because I just bought a $275 Rode microphone.
Oh, seriously? I was looking at those.
And one of those anti-vibration holders for your phone, so no matter where it moves, it's always straight.
That's awesome. I think we might get a slight echo right now. I'm just trying to pull up the stream so I could post the link out. So if anybody else wants to join or jump on here.
I don't have a computer near me, so I don't have the comments near me.
Oh, okay. You're just running on StreamYard right now?
Yep. I wish there was a way I can make the comments pop up on YouTube from here, but the second I try to do anything, dude, it cuts off the stream.
Oh, really? Oh, are you in full screen, right?
Yeah. No, I see you and I see me, and I can see the chat if there was chat in StreamYard, but nobody's watching us in StreamYard.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, we got AJP Garden Machines, we got William, and we also got Jay Sim. Oh, give me a second. Oh, okay.
You just need some lighting now, Phil.
My lighting?
Yeah, you need some lighting.
Here, let's test this out because last time I tried, oh my, what's going on with YouTube? Hold on. Anyways, I posted that link. Hopefully, if anybody else wants to join, just go ahead and join. I wanted to pin it, but I can probably pin it from my phone. Give me a second here. Okay, I can pin that message. Sweet. So I just got it pinned. What were we talking about again?
Lighting.
That's right. Let me try something. I'm going to turn my lights on, but I'm going to see what happens to this webcam. Hold on. Give me a sec. You see those little lines going through the video?
Yeah, a little bit. You don't have that's not LED, right?
They are LED bulbs.
You need something that faces your face, like that propeller fan or something.
Yeah, it's true. I think it just made me darker.
Yeah, right, they look like a shadow almost.
Let me try fixing that. I guess this will do for now.
Yeah, maybe invest in a little light that just put behind the webcam facing you.
Yeah, I've seen those little circular lights that you can mount.
You could buy them at Walmart, dude. They're for the phone. They go on a holder and they wrap around your phone. A halo light. You can put $15 at Walmart.
Yeah, those are nice.
But I've been spending most of my money on better video and audio equipment.
Oh, Jay Sim says, I hit the link, but you get lost in the shuffle. You should be able to, it should be able to redirect you to a StreamYard link, and then you can just click join the stream. And that way you can get up here with us, Jay Sim, if you'd like. You just
How many people?
We got about 12 people watching right now. So, of course, somebody had a dislike. Of course.
Hey,
There's always that one person.
you know what
Hey.
though? According to the YouTube algorithm, dislikes count as engagement.
Yeah,
So
interaction.
even if we get dislikes, that helps your video still. Dislikes still help your video.
Yep.
Keep reacting. If you want to dislike, if you want to leave a hate comment, that's all reaction.
Exactly.
Helps us.
Hey, they give us a view, they give us an interaction. We're all fine with it. So, but Andrew, I haven't seen you, man. You have been kind of low key for quite some time. You've been staying busy or what?
Yeah, I've been too busy to even touch a camera at the moment.
Really?
Like I said, I got like 17 things I'm working on right now. And I injured my back, so I've been not doing anything. Now I need to kick my ass and do it.
How'd you injure your back? Too much
Moving a
lifting?
golf cart. Golf cart rolled off the trailer, bumped me into the garage.
Wow.
So I got pinned. Nothing bad. Nothing bad, just a sprained.
What's going on with that golf cart?
It's for the prison. They need they broke probably the most expensive part on it. They broke the clutch. They just ran it until it blew up too, and then they're like, "Oh, fix it." I'm like, "Well, you could have told me before it blew up, and then I could have fixed it."
Right.
They're like, "Yeah, I was smoking for the last month. Now it don't start no more."
Yeah. We got Rayleigh's Small Engines in the house. He says thumbs up from us. Hey there, guys. Rayleigh's Small Engines. Actually, found out about Rayleigh Small Engines on I think David was doing a stream. So, Rayleigh, if you want to jump on here, I think you were on David's stream last time. But if you want to jump, I got the link pinned. So all you have to do is click the link. Make sure you're on either a cell phone or computer. And make sure there's not a lot of noise around you because we can hear everything that is being said, especially if you're not wearing headphones. So we got Tom Schaefer in the house. Schaefer's Lawn, Garden, and Power Sport Repair. We also got Stephen Doolittle. Says, good evening, gents. Thank you, Steve, for joining as well. We appreciate it. Yeah, no, I've been busy. We had a snowstorm come through not too long ago. I've kept me busy with snow removal, and also I had about 3 machines coming in, or 3 snowblowers come in that needed carb work. All of them needed carb work. 2 of them were full tune-ups, and then one of them was just a small job, just small carb clean, but that's about it. And that's actually the guy that's going to be picking up his snowblower here in probably an hour or so. So we're not going to be on here for too long. But and then also from church, I got one of the members there gave me 2 chippers that have, I think they both have 6-horse Briggs & Stratton engines on them. They're really torn up. I'm not even sure if they both have compression, but I'm not sure if they're valued at what I would repair them at. So I think the cost of the repair is just going to be greater than the value of the machine. So I'm going to give them a total and just let them know that, hey, it's going to be this much. So do you want this repaired? Do you want it not repaired?
Or have them buy a Harbor Freight engine and pay to put it on.
Yeah, I can do that. I just don't know about the blades, everything internally, how that's operating because I can't get it started right now.
Yeah.
So, we got Tractor Man and we got Rusty Rooster in the house. Tractor Man has a question. Let's see. Oh yeah, he says, are small engine mechanics worried about all the battery equipment coming, or do you think you will be just as busy?
I don't work on battery equipment.
I think
it depends.
I think the question's referring to if it'll drive us out of business kind of deal. I don't think it'll ever drive us out. Yeah, me neither.
No, the professionals, most of the time they'll never use battery equipment.
Mm-hmm. I have seen a lot of arborists going and buying those battery operated top handle saws. That's the only thing I've seen professionals buy.
Yeah, unless regulation comes out that makes it where you can't use gas powered stuff anymore, we'll always have gas powered stuff forever.
Right. Yeah. Gas ain't going nowhere, and neither are our businesses. So,
because guess what? There's no such thing as an electric powered generator.
Exactly. No, I hear you on that. Let's see who else we got. Tim Freeman, welcome. We also let's see who else we have. We got someone from Facebook. We are streaming to Facebook as well, so people from the Facebook
Oh, nice.
group, so get on here. And we got William as well. And let's see, Outdoor with Matt also joined. Welcome, Outdoor with Matt. We also have, again, for people that are just joining, we have a link there on the top. If you click on that link, you can get on the panel with us and just talk about small engine business, whatever you want.
Yeah, ask a bunch of questions, guys. We got time.
Yeah, we got about 40 minutes to kill, so
We'll take
if you guys have any
questions.
Bring them on. Oh, I was taking apart that. Do you remember that video I got, or that video I posted with that Troy built
riding lawnmower?
Bronco? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that push mower, that black one, that Briggs & Stratton one. I took apart that Briggs & Stratton today and busted all 3 engine mounting bolts with my impact.
It's done. Oh, I guess you could buy you. Yeah, you can.
So I'd have to.
It's not worth fixing.
No, I'm just gonna. I took the motor off, cleaned it, took the blade adapter off, so now it's just going to be a motor that a parts motor that is. I can maybe drill out and tap out new holes for the engine.
It's not worth it for $175.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to be detailing the deck and just hanging up the deck itself as like an ornament for the garage.
Right.
But the engine is just kept for parts now.
Shut up.
They do have good cables, so I'm thinking of keeping the cables as well. But everything else is basically shot on it. So
yeah, it's all good part shit.
Exactly.
Any questions?
Oh, let's see. Schaefer's Lawn and Garden says you can't mow 5 acres with a battery 0 turn. That's right. Especially when those batteries go dead in the middle of the field. You got to get that thing towed back to your trailer. It's funny. We got a Facebook.
The only thing I like electric that I use personally, and a lot of people use, is an electric hedge trimmer. There's no point to have a gas-powered hedge trimmer.
Yeah, because you only get
an electric one gets the job done real quick,
and they're super lightweight.
Yeah, and you got to hold them up a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, electric hedge trimmer is the only thing I think, because I never fix a hedge trimmer. Most people always have an electric one. They'll have a gas-powered weed eater, gas-powered chainsaw, but electric hedge trimmer.
Yep. I hear you on that.
No point to have a gas-powered hedge trimmer.
Let's see who else. Jay Sims. Let me throw this up here. Kind of a long one. He says, I got an 828 Sears snowblower. I saved it from the junk pile. Hasn't snowed enough to use it in 5 years. Luckily, use your knowledge to fix the governor. Thanks and keep up the repairs. That was great. We're glad we could help.
I haven't seen snow in 5 years. I don't get snow. It's hot here. Look, I'm wearing long sleeve. I'm outside.
Yeah,
it's 70 degrees.
It's about 38 where I'm at. Colder temp. Big difference. We got a Facebook user that says, just took Tecumseh off a Troy built Bronco going back with a 212. Now, would that be a vertical shaft, right? Do they make Predators in a vertical shaft? 212? Oh, they do?
I don't know if they're 212.
I know they have the other mower type, like a 178cc or something like that. Vertical shaft engine.
I never seen a Tecumseh on a riding lawnmower, though.
Oh, I've seen plenty of Tecumsehs.
On a riding lawnmower?
Yeah. Aren't they? Well, maybe it's one of those old Briggs. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, no, because I know they're common on push mowers. Yes.
Tim Freeman says, are you still having problems with head gasket with that V-twin Kohler? I'm not working on a V-twin Kohler, Tim. Are you working on V-twin, Andrew? You must have the wrong guy, Tim.
I just changed a head gasket, but it was on a Duromax. The guy got tired of the warranty place. The warranty place told him it'd be 3 weeks. I said, dude, I'll do it for $250, but if you got warranty, that's free. But I said I'll do it in 3 days, but you're gonna have to spend money. And he goes, oh, that's fine. I did Champion work without warranty. I did Duromax because people are just sick of these people, because there's not one in our town, so they got to send them away, and it takes months to get back. So I tell them, I'm like, I'll do the work, but I can't do it I don't work for those companies, so it's going to cost you.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, William says. William says, when you go look at a lawnmower or whatever it is, do you take test equipment with you to see if it will start or not before you may purchase it?
If I'm purchasing it, if it don't run, I don't buy it unless it's a good deal. However, if I'm going out, most of the time when I'm driving, I always have a toolbox with everything in it, even the small engine test stuff, just in case, because I could be out and about, and then someone's like, dude, right in my truck, there's a mower. You want to go look at it, dude? And I'm like, let's go. But if I'm buying something, if it don't run, I'll test it. Because if it has no compression, it's not worth it. But if it has spark or no spark, that's easy fix. But most of the time, if someone's selling something that's busted that don't run anyways, it's like $20-$30. It's always worth it. Just buy it. You can use a part off there and make your money back like that.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if I go knowing it's not going to start, because all you got to do is spray starting fluid in it. If it pops, you can fix it.
Yeah. Yeah. I know the Facebook user says horizontal 212 Harbor Freight. It's a tiller. The one for $99, the $100.
It's $124 now, isn't it?
I think with a coupon you can probably still get them for about.
Yeah, because I know they used to be $100 a pop. I have a brand new one in here. I got to put on another plate compactor.
Yeah. Outdoors with Matt says, I'm from Canada and we get covered in snow and we all wear light jackets or just t-shirts.
Yeah, but you guys are like reptiles, your skin's used to it.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Man of Steel is on here. How you doing, Man of Steel? Welcome. We appreciate you. Jump on here if you like. We got the link up there, so all you gotta do is click it and get on here.
I'm gonna go get a soda real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. Let me catch up to these comments here. Oh, Tim, you're talking about Kohler overall, the company. Yeah, I have heard of the head gaskets or the valve cover gaskets on those Kohler Courage engines go bad, but I think a lot of those gaskets go bad all the time. Everybody seems to be changing them out. So
Kohler engines are give or take, dude. I've always had either good or bad luck with the Kohler. Yeah, see, here's the head gasket I had on a Duromax. It just blew out the side.
Of course.
It was one of those ones I couldn't just put RPF because it was one of those ones that had a steel ring in the circle. It blew out the steel ring too. It's a 13,000 watt generator, 10 horsepower engine.
Yeah.
What up?
You're gonna have to order more of those primer bulbs.
Is that one broken?
Yeah, it just broke. Like I went to go push it and it just sprayed gas all the way out the top, right up the seam.
So we need a primer bulb for it? Okay. I'll buy one tonight.
Okay.
Sorry, that's my brother I'm teaching. No, that's my brother. I'm teaching him how to do small engines. He's repairing a chainsaw.
Oh, for one of your clients?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So I got to order some primer bulbs, the clip-in ones. Yeah, starting fluid. You always take starting fluid with you. Best way to test anything. Spray it. If it starts, you can fix it. Take it home.
Yeah. David, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on? Can y'all hear me?
We hear you loud and clear.
don't know why it's all clackety for some reason on my side.
Turn on your auto rotate.
I'm on my.
Oh yeah, if you rotate on your phone, turn it to landscape mode. We'll get a better.
What's that?
Are you on your phone?
Let me back out and come back in. Hang on.
All right. If you rotate his phone, then he can get a landscape mode going. So, but I honestly, I threw away all of my starting fluid because I've heard that it dries out gaskets and also dries out your cylinder heads and your piston rings.
I've been doing this. The same thing Taro always says. Been doing this forever, man. Never blown an engine. And he always hears people in the comments going, "Oh, you're gonna blow the engine starting like that." He goes, he's been doing it for 40-something years. Never once blown an engine.
Yeah. Hey, give me a second, real fast.
You're just doing one quick spray. So what's up, guys? Phil's on the phone. I guess I'll do some talking. I can't see no comments or nothing, so hey, Simply Small Engine Repair. If you want, I have a channel too. Just type it in on YouTube. Find it. I have some small engine repair songs too. I got a rap song and a pop song. Check them out. Damn, it sucks. I wish I had a laptop here so I could read comments too, but in the car. It's like I'm talking to nobody. Oh, there he is. Hey, what up, Phil?
Sorry about that. That was that guy. I told him to come by in about an hour. So no, told him to come by in about an hour. So we'll hang around here for a little bit more. So, William says most of the time it's the carburetor. So if it doesn't start, then that's good for you. Get it for less. He's going back to that question that he had. You know, if you show up to buy a piece of equipment, I mean, yeah, if it doesn't start most of the time, I wouldn't buy it either. I would honestly.
Yeah, but that's why you use the starting fluid. If it starts and dies, carburetor clean real quick. But if it don't even start with starting fluid, you know you got something deeper, whether no compression, no spark, or something.
Yeah.
But all you're doing is a quick little tiny burst. I mean, now if you're sitting there running it on starting fluid, yes, you'll probably blow the engine. But if you're just doing a quick burst just to get a quick fire, no different than taking off the spark plug and dropping a little gas in there and putting it back on and doing a fire.
Yeah. We got Steve's Small Engine Saloon in the house, and I would want to ask him on that question, see what he thinks about starting fluid, not running starting fluid, but starting or testing a machine with starting fluid.
Yeah, because I know when I used to work at a factory, we used to use starting fluid to start the diesels in the morning every time in Texas when it was real cold. We'd have to use starting fluid, otherwise we'd sit there all day holding that glow plug. And it would never work. So you just quick burst, warm that engine up.
Yeah.
Yeah, pop him on here. Let's ask him. He's been doing it longer than me and you, so.
I got the link up, so if he wants to jump on here, I'll definitely add him to the stream. A Facebook user, we were talking about Kohler engines. He says Kohler Courage, aka bucket engine, don't care much for them. Nothing like Commands or Magnums. Now, Command is that the commercial line?
Yeah, that's a good brand. That Kohler Command's a good engine, but it still has its problems like everything else, though. I mean, they haven't made a perfect engine,
right?
Because why spend a lot of money to make a premium engine when parts are so cheap?
Exactly. Justin Lamb asked, "What method do you use for cleaning carbs?" I spray it with carb cleaner, then soak it in kerosene overnight, then hit it with more carb cleaner. And that works probably 90% of the time.
Make sure, Justin, you're using compressed air to blow out every little orifice. That method works really well. Just make sure you use compressed air to get everything out. But if not, an ultrasonic cleaner with Dawn dish soap will bubble out all those orifices. But your method works too. I used to do that too. And on the go, that's what I do because I don't take my ultrasonic cleaner when I do mobile repairs. So I do the soak method. But you don't have to soak it overnight. You can just soak it right there. Shake it up real good, clean it up, blow it out with some compressed air. Good to go.
Yeah. I'm lucky enough. I don't do any mobile repairs. What I do is obviously repair all my equipment in the shop, but I use my ultrasonic cleaner. It just saves so much time. I mean, you don't have to let it sit overnight. Just a 15-minute run or a 30-minute run in the ultrasonic cleaner, and you can have it back within the hour.
Yeah, it's not the cleaner that really does it, it's the heat. The heat really helps break off everything on that carburetor. So even if you found a way to heat up, like even if you don't have an ultrasonic cleaner, Justin, I don't know what your financial situation is, but I have a friend who takes camping, like a portable camping fire. What do you call those? You know, where you go and cook with?
Yeah.
He'll put a steel pot on there and fill it with water and bring that up to a rapid boil with nothing in it except water, and then put the carburetor in there and just boil it out. And oh my God, that worked really well too. I might need to make a video showing how good that works.
Oh, I'm sure what all it does is it just softens up any of that debris that's in the carb.
But plus the bubbles as they go through the carburetor and lifts up, it pops, and it just it's the heat that really helps and softens everything up. But when you do a boil, the water bubbles from the bottom and goes up to the top, so it's moving through that carburetor, just knocking off all the dirt.
Yeah.
And I mean, there you go. You're in $20. You got a cleaner.
Yeah. Rayleigh says we use wherever brake cleaner. Now, I've heard of brake cleaner. I've heard of WD-40, guys shooting WD-40 into their engines. Anything that's flammable will basically spark. Will start your engine. So you can shoot whatever's flammable in there, and it'll.
Are you talking about starting or cleaning a carb?
I think this was when we were talking about starting. So.
I hate brake cleaner. That's the only thing that's ever gotten my eyes. Every time I use brake cleaner, it always seems to spray up in my eye. Never happened with carburetor cleaner or anything else. It's always brake cleaner. Gets right in the fucking eye. Forget my language.
I had a carb shoot back at me when I sprayed carb cleaner right in my eye.
Right in your eye.
Oh,
and then you're like, oh shit. And then you go run into the house. You're like, move out of the way, wife. I gotta use the sink.
The thing is, it will sting for a couple hours. It's not one of those.
No, I know.
Thing and it's gone in 15 minutes. It stings for a couple hours.
And it sucks because most of the time you can't drop the carb or whatever. So you're sitting there going, please don't start hurting. Please don't. Then you're like, oh, dang, I got to go. Then you forget what you were doing. You're like, oh.
All the time.
Let's see. Start of snowblower season. Got a few no-start repairs.
Yeah, honestly, Harry, I think all the time people just have fuel issues, carburetor are gunked every time in the beginning of the season because they just let them sit with the fuel in there. They don't treat their fuel, or they over-treat their fuel using stable. They just dump the whole thing in there. I recently cleaned I flushed a system on a snowblower, flushed the tank. It was pure red fuel, and he said he added stable in there thinking that it would, help start the motor, but it was completely red.
There you go.
Hey, I can hear y'all now. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Full screen too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old carburetor cleaner in the eye, that feels real well.
Oh man, I tell you, I think that's why we wear safety glasses sometimes. Sometimes.
Yeah. What small engine mechanic wears safety glasses? I've never seen one in my life.
Only when the owner's around.
Yeah,
we are the owner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got back from Leavenworth, man, up in your neck of the woods, man. It's beautiful.
Oh wow, that's a beautiful place. It's a great place. Where you what part of what state are you located in?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh wow, so you're far ways from home.
Yeah.
You know what? I think
my wife and her family's from South. No, they're right there from South Dakota. Not bad.
Yeah. South something.
I think Rayleigh's Small Engines is also located in North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. So
I never heard of them. But yeah, I run 3 different Ace Hardwares here. They're steel departments and small engine services. So I've got my hands full.
So you run. Wait, I'm sorry. You run the steel departments or the shops too, and the repairs?
Well, I run everything. If it has to do with small engine service, if it has to do with steel, it has to do with anything.
Our Ace Hardware doesn't do that.
No,
they don't do repairs.
No, our True Value does, but they only do steel because they lost all their rights to do everything else.
I didn't have rights to do anything else. You could just work on whatever, right?
Yeah, but the problem is because they're a franchise location, right? Like True Value itself is not allowed to. I guess they need a permission.
Well, if like, you know,
from their owner or whatever. The owner wants certified.
oh, I see what you're saying. So like,
Yeah, like me, I don't need permission to work on anything. I'm not biased.
like
I'll
John,
work on a weed eater. I'll work on weed eater brand.
right? So like if John Q customer comes in and says, "Hey, my lawnmower won't run," they have to have permission to work on it.
Yeah, no, they say they only do steel, and they'll send them out to someone else, and they won't send them out to me because they don't like me.
That's because they don't.
Wow.
That's why.
Yeah, look at all the business they're losing. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's only 2 guys in my town, me and another shop.
Yeah, well in Asheville, there's a few, but I live up a little north of Asheville, and there's only one place up here, and so I'm just kind of building my. Well, I've been with Ace Hardware for 8 years. I mean, I do some side work up here, but you know, steel's really starting to become a problem. Like, and we just got an email today that actually I'll read it to you. This is from Steel Mid Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, due to inventory constraints, Mid-Atlantic Steel will be blocking the part numbers below until further notice. These part numbers will not be available to order from eBiz, and we will be reviewing this list periodically throughout the year as inventory situations improve. Now it starts from a BG50, BG56, a BG86, BR350, 450, 430, 600, 700, 800, 800X, FS91, 111, 131. I mean, every single piece of equipment.
Of course, the most popular ones, right?
That we.
Well, good thing aftermarket parts work really well.
Well, I mean, I'm just talking about we sell steel, so I mean, it's like I've got 3 stores that sell steel, and we're not going to be able to stock our shelves because of.
Are they blocking the parts or just the equipment?
No, the equipment. You can't
Oh,
order
okay.
it.
Oh, I see.
Wait,
So
Dave.
you're talking about all the mid-level and low-level stuff.
Well, everything from AK series, AP series, BG50s, all the way through FS91s through 131s, FS94, HT131, HT56, KM131, 91, 56,
Yeah.
94, and TS420s. You cannot order any of that from Mid-Atlantic Steel.
So are you guys have done your steel booking or spring booking order, right? Have you guys gotten to do that? And now you're not getting any of the items? Wow.
Nope.
Hey, what do you think about starting fluid just as a quick test?
Yeah, what's your take on that, Dave?
I don't think it hurts it. I mean, I wouldn't try it. I wouldn't use it a lot, but I mean, as far as just
just not to run it, just to do a quick pop and see if it pops.
The only thing that bothers me about that is you can get anything to pop. I mean, if you have a chainsaw that you're trying to get the pop and it pops, but it still has a score cylinder and piston, it's still gonna pop. See what I'm saying?
It's true. That's a good.
Yeah, but
point.
most of the time, like on a 4-stroke, if you get them to pop, it's either if it starts and dies, it's a carburetor issue. 90% of the time.
Yeah, but it could be. I mean, I've run into a lot of scored pistons where they'll start and they won't idle. They'll run it full throttle, but they will not idle at all. And then you take the muffler off, and you can tell it's got a scored cylinder and piston. I run a lot of scored cylinder and pistons.
Especially 2-strokes. 2-strokes will do that all the time.
Yeah.
FS 45s. You can start them all day with starting fluid, even if they got zero compression. They'll run as long as you hold that throttle. As soon as you let go.
I got a 56 in my basement. That's all I use, and it's got a scored cylinder and piston. I can't let it idle, but it'll run all day long while I'm running it quarter throttle or more. I don't care.
Take your idle screw and crank it in all the way.
Yeah, I did that already. Man, I like your channel though, man. You're doing good, man. You've come a long way in a short amount of time.
Appreciate that. I remember a long time ago you posted that. I think last time you posted was like what, 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, it's been a while. I've been so busy with and it's no excuse. I just a lot of times I just get to where I'll record something and then I want to edit it and put it on, and I just you lose track of time. I mean, you get pulled in 10 different directions. It's hard to you know, sit down and actually do it. But you know, in
Yeah.
springtime and when it gets cranking, it's really hard to do. But yeah, I mean, it's been a while since I put anything on there. I need to redo it. I've got like 600 subscribers, you know, that
Right.
you know that, and I get questions every day, and I answer everybody, you know, as soon as they, you know, ask me a question.
Yeah. No, I figured that I don't know, maybe you quit Ace or something. That's why you weren't posting. But then you told me, yeah, you're running 3 different locations. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's busy. No
Yeah.
wonder he has no time. But I understand that.
Well, living in Florida, and I was running 4 different locations in Florida, and then I moved up here and up to Asheville, and I was the only mechanic, and I was jumping to all 3 stores, and I was doing all the repairs in all 3 stores. So I mean, I was just constant every day. I mean, you know, I'd have one store that's 20 units behind, another store that's 30 units behind, and I'm trying to catch everything up. So I finally I was able to hire, you know, three techs that I'm training. But you know, it's better to train somebody that's willing to learn, that has common sense, than to hire somebody that knows it all. You know, because I mean,
We'll see. And you guys sell steel, so you got to get them steel bronze certified. You got to run them through that kind of training course to sell steel, and in order to work on it.
that's the first thing I do with anybody that comes, even the floor associates, you know, that come in and all they're doing is, you know, working the floor. You know, I try to get them bronze certified because I want them to, you know what steel is. I want them to know, you know, what the product is, you know, because, you know, you get a lot of customers that come in, you know, and if I'm not readily available, or if somebody's not readily available, then, you know, they're going to be sitting there like they got, you know, stuck in their mouth.
Exactly. Yeah. I always told anybody that wasn't bronze certified or bronze whatever in steel products, I told them, hey, don't even answer any of their questions. Just find somebody that knows what they're talking about. Because I'd rather have the customer be told exactly what, you know, the answer, have their answer or have their question answered precisely,
Right.
and not just some, you know, off topic kind of shoot in the dark answer.
Yeah.
I want them to know exactly how this machine operates, what are the safety features before they buy it, because we can be liable for that.
Oh yeah.
That's one problem with steel is if you don't know, don't say, find somebody that knows.
Yeah, and then you get the guy that you hire that, you know, he grew up in a log cabin in the woods, and you know, and he's, well, I've been operating chainsaws all my life, you know, and you tell him to, you know, how to, you know, ask them what the starting procedure is, and they put it on choke and pull that son of a bitch till it starts. I'm like, no.
Oh, and then they drop start it in front of the client.
Yeah.
Oh man,
good stuff right there.
No,
what do you tell people as far as starting procedures on chainsaws?
Well, I always tell them, put it down,
Mm-hmm.
put your foot on the handle, inside of the handle, put your toe inside of the handle, put it to choke, make sure the chain brake's on. You can fire it up that way. As soon as you hear it running, take your choke off or hit the throttle. And then as soon as you feel that the throttle as soon as it's going, you can take your chain brake off and run it.
Right.
So there's different ways you can start it without a chain brake. I always say start it with the chain brake.
You forgot about priming it.
Well, if they do,
It's equipped it with a primer bulb. Some of the
Most
steels
are.
don't. Some of them don't. I think that
majority aren't primer bulbs. Only a few select are, like
my MF
ones, the 251C's primer bulb, 181C I think is.
Yeah, all the easy starts seem like they have primer bulb. My Farm Boss 271 has no primer bulb, so you don't have to prime it. You just choke it, pull it until it starts, and then hit the throttle, and it'll automatically.
I tell people, because I get this all the time, and I tell people when they're starting a chainsaw, you know, when you put it in the choke position, never pull it more than 4 times. If you pull it more than 4 times in the choke position, you're gonna flood it. So I tell people because there's a lot of times you'll put it in the choke position and you won't hear it pop. You know, it just won't pop. And yeah, and then you get the customer that he's got it in the choke position and he's pulling it, trying to get it to pop, and that's when they flood it. So I tell them that never pull it more than 4 times in the choke position. Bring it up one and half choke and start it there every single time. I don't care if it's hot, if it's cold, start it in your half choke because you're giving it half throttle when you have it in half choke. And this way it prevents them from flooding it. And if they do flood it, you know, you can unflood it a little bit easier. But
Now,
put it in half choke or in full choke, no more than 3-4 times. Bring it up one and pull it until it starts.
yeah. Now, what's your starting procedure or unflooding procedure on a chainsaw for all the viewers that are watching you? No pressure.
There's a couple different ways. You can take the spark plug out, dry it off, pull the cord 5-6 times to try to get the excess fuel out of it. Put the spark plug back in, hold the throttle wide open, and pull it till it starts.
Yeah, I've smoked
with your foot in it. You know,
yeah,
it's hard. You have to drop start them a lot of times that way.
Yeah, I've smoked out so like my shop or where I used to work at, I've smoked that shop out so badly where smoke was coming out of the doors because of how bad people were just flooding them. Man. And they're super hard to pull over too. If you got a lot of gas in that cylinder, man.
Oh yeah, you can
yank that cord out of your hand.
You can hydrolock it.
Boy. Yeah.
It won't pull over at all.
Right. And you got all that gas.
Common thing that you see.
What was that?
What's the most common thing that you see? Like I deal with this probably at least once or twice a day.
Carburetor problems.
Yeah, up here right now, we got a lot of clogged carburetors, clogged main jets, clogged emulsion tubes.
Spark arresters.
Oh, on steel equipment, yes, especially in the
with chainsaws. For me, it's always fuel lines. Fuel lines rotted out to hell.
Yeah.
Every time I get a chainsaw in, I'm like, well, if it's just a carburetor, you're looking around $60-$70. But if I got to do fuel lines, you're looking at $100.
Yeah, I mean, especially on the pull-ons, the wild thing or whatever the hell you call it, and I mean, I used to have them drill the tank out.
Craftsman has the worst stock fuel lines I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. I usually drill the tank out, put a bigger fuel line in it.
Yep, you always have to at a Craftsman.
Yeah.
I do the old heat up the screwdriver and then melt the plastic down.
Yeah, I do that to get the I call it the secret screw out of an Echo carburetor. You know, the adjustment screw. I take a hot pick, and I heat the end of it up, and I stick it in.
Melt it down.
Melt it off and pull it out. It's like Mario when you find a secret world.
But it's carburetor. 90% of my work is all carburetor.
Yeah, bad fuel.
No, I hear you, David, on the spark arresters, though. I was like, customers coming in all the time. Hey, it starts, but as soon as you hit the throttle, it ain't giving me any action. Yeah, it's bogging down.
Yeah, I got a video on my video on my Facebook. I mean, my YouTube channel about clogged spark arresters.
Yeah, I say them all the time. Stay here, and in 5 minutes, I'll have your machine ready for you.
Yeah, and they think
what?
They think that you're Picasso. Oh my God! Look at
yeah, right. What'd you do? Yeah. Well, I informed them. Hey, if you're running too rich of a mixture, then all it is just gonna, gum up that spark arrestor. It's just gonna smoke it all out, gum it all out, and then within a month or two of using it again, you're gonna be coming back here with the same issue.
You know what causes that too?
What?
And it happens mostly on blowers. People that run a blower at quarter or half throttle for long periods of time. Because see, the oil can't burn off the engine fast enough, so it starts to collect on that screen. And then they run it wide open and it heats up. And then all that oil that's been on that screen is heating up and now it's turning into carbon. And then they run it at quarter throttle to even at an idle for long periods of time, and the oil can't burn off fast enough. So it starts to collect on that screen. I've seen brand new units that are less than a week old come in with a spark arrestor clogged up because they run it at quarter throttle for long periods of time because they're just trying to move. They don't want to blow the mulch out of the garden, so You know what I'm saying? So they're just trying to run it at quarter throttle, and that's 99% of the time is what happens. Is they're running it at quarter throttle or half throttle for long periods of time. That oil doesn't have time to burn off, so it collects on the screen, and they run it for full throttle for a long time, and all that oil just dries on that spark arrestor, and it just slowly collects and collects until it clogs up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Matt, Outdoors with Matt, I would just go with the name like Matt's Small Engine Repair or Matt's Power Equipment Repair. You don't need something catchy that doesn't sound, you want something that just pops up on the search result because no one's going to type in, because there's another company, like I'm Mojave County Small Engine Repair. The other company is called Generators and More. So when you type in Small Engine Repair near me, I pop up first because my name is in the title. So I would just go with Matt Small Engine Repair.
Yeah, that's a good idea too.
Yeah,
Or Phil Small Engine Repair or David Small Engine Repair. Whatever you need to do, just put Small Engine Repair in the title.
Yep.
Right.
What people do when they search up small engine repair, they do in Google small engine repair near me.
Yeah.
That's all they do.
Because Generators and More sounds like you're only really working on generators, but he works on everything.
How you doing, Matt? And there's the answer to your question.
Oh yeah, Matt, dude, I would just go Matt Small Engine Repair or whatever county you're in, Small Engine Repair.
Where do you live?
Right. I live in Ontario, Canada.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, I'm up north.
You're next to Donnie Boy 73.
Probably.
You know who that is?
Steve's.
That's how I learned to work on equipment when about 8 years ago. I used to repo cars. I repoed cars for 20 years, and my wife, repoing cars is a hard life. And my wife,
because you're ruining everybody else's life. Stop taking our shit.
Yeah.
It's hard on your body. I mean, you're sleeping in the truck and parking lot. So my wife's like, you need to find something else to do. So I walked into an Ace Hardware in Florida, and they asked me if I could work on steel equipment. I'm like, sure. And I had never even started a chainsaw before. I never even operated a weed eater before. So I had to figure out how to work on them. So I found Donnie Boy 73, and I watched every single video he had, and I would mimic what he was doing, and I ended in the shop. So I'd have a YouTube video up, going right here, and chainsaw right next to me, fixing it while I was watching the video, and that's how I learned. And,
hey, I learned the same way as you, David. I got a job, and they said, "Have you fixed small engines before?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I have," even though I never have. I lied on my resume. And then I got the job, and then I'm sitting there, they're like, "Fix this." I'm like, "Fuck, I better Google it." Started typing in, and then I'm like, "Okay, this is pretty easy." And then as you do 10 machines, 20 machines, 30 machines, you start learning. Then you're like, you fake it till you make it, but then eventually you get it. Eventually you get it.
That's what I did. I mean, I just figured it out until I figured it out.
I took a small engines course in school, and I 6.5 horsepower engine.
Yeah, we didn't have those. We didn't have those.
Yeah, Google.
Well,
he has Google. When I was a kid, I had no Google. I used to have to buy video game magazines to get cheat codes and stuff and learn how to do. We didn't have game reviews.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
17?
Yeah,
17.
How old are you?
Oh, me?
17.
I'm 24.
24?
Yeah.
Y'all are babies, man.
Hey,
Andrew?
I'm 30, dude. Like, my back hurts right now, man.
Yeah.
That's why I want to be a mechanic. I'm young.
Exactly.
Hey, it's a good time to start. This business is booming, too.
And this business is for all ages. That's the good thing about it. Is you don't have
It's
to
just
be
when to start. That's the thing. When to start.
Well, for now, just side hustle at your house, man. You don't need a license to side hustle at your house to take donations. Oh, I don't know about the law in Canada, but here in America, what you do is if you don't have a business license or anything, you're taking donations and helping your friends out.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. I don't know
you gotta figure out the laws, but I mean, if you're only making a certain amount, just helping a friend out, a friend, just repairing stuff. Plus, nothing stopping you from going out and buying junk stuff and flipping it too. That's a good way to start
taking
too.
it apart. taking it apart, learning how everything goes back together, putting it back together, doing that 2 or 3 times to the same engine, putting it back together, feel comfortable about it, and move on to the next engine.
Yeah, but
either
then you
sell
sell
that
it
one-
too. You know, you buy a junker, you fix it, you sell it, you learned how to do it, and you made some money.
Yeah, there's only so many. I mean, there's only so many things that can be wrong with it. You know.
Yeah, always.
Oh, Rayleigh's small engines. This one's for you, David. What'll happen if you remove the spark arrestor from the steel blowers? He says, a lot of my commercial customers ask me to remove them.
Well, if you work in a dealership and you take it out, and say that guy goes out and he's a commercial customer, just by chance, spark flies out and catches something on fire, and it burns down a neighborhood and burns down a house, or God forbid kills somebody, that guy's gonna be like, he took it out.
Right.
And, you know,
You're going to be liable for it.
I don't.
My thing is, if a customer tells you to do something, do it. That's on them, not on you. You just did what they asked.
But if you take it out, you know better. It's still gonna. They don't know any better. They're looking to you as a professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's been times where I've tried to explain. I've had people tell me, "Oh, just make it where I could drill start it every time." I said, "Okay, it's gonna eventually wear out your nut and mess up your engine. I don't care, just do it." And then they get mad. I'm like, "Well, I told you. Oh well, take me to court."
There must be some kind of liability.
You signed the paper. You signed the paper.
My advice to Rayleigh is don't do it. If they can tell how to do it, say if you want to take it out, go ahead. I'm not doing it.
Well, most of the time you can replace them and clean them.
Yeah, but there's a lot of times that they, they don't want to mess with it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever replaced a spark arrestor. I've just cleaned them. You can just clean them with a torch and a wire brush. So.
Yeah, it's I don't want to. I mean, I'm a gold certified tech. It took me a long time. It took me a long time to get it. I've had it for like 3.5 years, 4 years, and I don't want to lose my certification over something stupid.
Yeah. Facebook user says that would be a liability issue for sure, and Riley says good point.
Yeah, anything you got to think if something that you're going to do could cause damage to something else, then, and you're the professional, you're the one liable. I don't care what happens, because, and if steel gets involved, if it's not your fault and they're suing steel and suing you, steel will defend you. They will pay for your attorneys. But if it's your fault and you've done something, like if you put, here's a perfect example, an MS-170 chainsaw, you can put a 16-inch bar and chain. It comes with a 16-inch bar and chain.
Right.
Now, you can put a 16-inch bar and chain with an 050 chain. It comes with an 043 through a Suto. And you can put an 050 chain on it with an aggressive chain. But if something happens and that chain pops off that saw and it cuts that guy's leg or something, then the guy's like, well, the guy at Ace put it on for me. It's not, you're taking a piece of equipment and you're modifying it past what steel specifications are, then you're liable.
Yeah.
That's the way it is.
Yeah. Working at a dealer, there are so many things you can't do. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're like a steel dealer and you're, again, like you said, Dave, trying to modify things to the customer's specs. It goes it's like a red zone. You don't want to do anything like that because of liability. Now, as far as if you're working in your own shop, then yes, there is a difference. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. That's your own choice. If you're afraid of losing the customer, then go ahead and do it. But remember, you can be liable for a forest fire. You can be liable for someone cutting their hand or whatever happens. That bar comes flying off, the chain comes flying off and hits your client in the head. They'll come after you.
Yeah. It's like taking an FS56 weed eater and putting the sawtooth blade on it, and tell somebody to go whack down a forest. I mean, if that thing kicks off and, he's got his son next to him and shit like this happens. I mean, the guy's got it, you know, and you put a saw blade on it that's not meant to be on it, and this guy's through the woods and he's cutting something that he shouldn't be cutting with a 56, and it's not a bicycle handle, and he doesn't have the, you know, the right gear and everything, and that thing kicks up and he hits the person next to him, or God forbid, you know, something happens. I'm telling you, they're gonna come after you. I mean, I'm an old man. I've seen a lot of
That's
stuff.
just like saying, but that's just like saying though, if you repair a chainsaw everything to spec, and then he goes and kills somebody, you're not liable for that.
No, but an FS56 is not designed for a sawtooth, you know,
Right.
a sawtooth blade.
Can't take one.
You can, if I fix the chainsaw to specs and everything that I did was perfect, and the chain comes flying off, or for whatever reason I didn't do anything wrong, then I'm not liable. But if I take an MS-170 and I put a 20-inch bar on it, and that bar comes flying,
Don't you guys all have the liability waiver after you repair something that I use? Everybody signs a thing. I'm clear.
That's about as good as, you know, you can wipe in your butt with it. I mean, these attorneys will sue you.
I haven't been.
If you, I'm telling you, man, if you have something to get, they will sue you. And then you're going to be stuck in court trying to defend yourself, and you're going to end up going bankrupt because they will sue you. And I'd rather not do it. I just tell the customer, look, if you want to do it, that's your prerogative. I'm not telling you that it's a good idea, but if you want to do it, you do it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've lived a long, I mean, all y'all are young. I've lived a long life, you know, and seen a lot of crap, and I don't want to be held liable for nothing.
Yeah, Facebook user says, I eliminated the problems of liability with chainsaws by just not working on them.
Yeah, that works too.
Any day, as long as it doesn't look modified.
Ruby.
If it looks like it's, you know,
Chainsaws are 40% of my business, though. I'd lose a huge income.
if it's got an original bar, if it's something that the customer wants me to modify, my hands are tied. I would not do anything as far as modifying it, because that's just not what I do. I don't port out, you know, cylinder heads. I don't do any of those muffler modifications. I don't do any of that. I'm there to repair the machine and get it running to spec. That's what I do.
Yeah, your job is to fix the machine so it works for the customer, not turn a chainsaw into a hot saw. And I mean, I can do it. Yeah, I can do it, but I'm not going to do it for somebody else. As far as chainsaws, we all sell our semi-chisel, full chisel.
Well, if you're an LLC and everything's written off as an LLC in your LLC business, sue you, yeah, they can take everything that's basically part of your business.
Yeah.
So they will not be able to sue you as an individual, but they'll sue
business.
Yeah, so they'll take all of they can take your whole shop, they can take all your equipment, they can take your work van if you have a work van, trailers, everything like that. So,
like I said, I repoed cars for 20 years, and I've seen, you know, a lot of people get sued for stupid things. I mean, just stupid things. And in today's world, suing somebody is a quick buck. And I don't want to get sued by anybody. So I just look at it like this. You know, if I think something's not right, I'm not gonna do it.
right. Yeah, good way of saying it.
Your gut will tell you.
Oh yeah.
Kid is 17 years old. Don't, you know, you got to be careful, man. If you're fixing somebody's stuff and you get somebody hurt, you know, they put a lien against you and sue you, and you're done for the rest of your life.
That's the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of it.
So just fix people's stuff, and you put a good faith effort into trying to fix somebody's stuff. Then do that. Do a good job for the money that you're getting paid. Don't try to be a superhero and fix something that, you know, that could get you in trouble.
Yeah.
I was gonna. A lot of people think, oh, you know, but man, I'm telling you, man, I've lived a life where I've seen it all. I trust you. I've seen it all, and I don't trust anybody but my wife and myself.
I'm gonna plug this in there, like even on working on lawnmowers, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I found this X blade that could possibly fit on my mower. Would you install it for me? And you say, wait, hold on. Let me see if it'll work. If I can't find a part number that'll or if the part number matches the part number with the blade that you need on the mower, then I will. Oh, we lose him.
Yeah, he's still there.
I'm good.
I would rather replace the blade with the correct part number, correct blade, than throwing on some kind of X blade that the customer found and supposedly said it might work.
Yeah, I don't. That's why you're that thing you said as far as people buying their own parts.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really like that.
But see, now the thing of that, I feel technically now all the aftermarket parts that will fit on there, they don't. The Briggs and Stratton says do not use them.
Right.
Yep.
So are you not going to ever use aftermarket parts if the manufacturer says never to use them? Because technically, an aftermarket, carburetor could cause a backfire and explosion, but that wouldn't be on us.
I don't know if a carburetor causing a backfire and this time, something being untimed.
But you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking, but like technically, I just read a warranty book for the Predator. It says use no aftermarket parts on it.
Well, yeah, because they want you to use their parts. I understand what they're saying.
Yeah, but I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, I use aftermarket parts on everything because customers want cheap, fast, and reliable.
Here's my personal take on aftermarket parts is I tell people, look, I can get it for cheaper, yes, but I don't think that it's going to. I mean, some of them might work for years. I mean, I've never had very good luck with aftermarket carburetors. They don't last that long, and it's also the customer too on how they take care of their equipment. But I think that aftermarket parts, they're cheap for a reason. And that goes back to the old saying: you get what you pay for.
Mm-hmm. And real quick, Outdoors with Matt, just if you're just starting out, take on machines that you feel comfortable working on. And I know you said that you're just getting into this field.
Yeah.
And Andrew's correct. Find machines that are junk machines and fix them up and try to flip them, type of deal. But majority of the machines, if you advertise as a small engine repair mechanic and people call you, majority of the time right now, I don't know where in North Carolina, I don't think it snows over there, right?
Oh yeah.
Guys don't get a lot of snow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we get snow pretty much. Other than 2 or 3 months of the year.
Oh, okay.
So
Don't take on anything electrical. If they're saying their generator does not produce power, good luck. Don't do it.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the majority
Unless
of the
brushes and it's brushes. But other than that, don't even bother. Say, hey, I can get the generator running, but the power aspect, I don't know nothing about that. Don't even try to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just gonna clarify the mainly the machines that you get, depending on your season, are gonna be won't starts. Like 80% of the repairs that you get is won't start. And
come here in March and April, it's going to be all carburetor work because everybody put staple in there and gummed up their carburetor.
Carburetors, spark plugs, you name it. Those simple repairs, it's going to be about 80% of the problems that are going to come into your shop. So really easy to learn. A lot of videos out there on how to clean carburetors or clean whatever or change out spark plugs and whatnot. Everything like that. So easy. So.
Yeah. I know basic skills, but not everything.
Don't ever be afraid to say, hey, listen, man, I'm going to be honest, I can't fix it right now. Because the customer would rather hear you say, no, I can't fix it, than you take it, try to fix it, and not fix it.
Yeah.
And you can always...
But then again, if you can't figure it out, don't be afraid to say, hey, man, I've tried. I put it all back together, dude. I looked at the spark plug. I looked at the coil. I mean, you got compression, spark, air, everything. I can't figure it out. I mean, don't be afraid to say that either. You're like, hey, I tried everything in my book. It's still, you still got to get paid. That's still $50 diagnostic fee. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And reach out to somebody. I mean, you can reach out to me.
Call anybody. Have people help you. I mean, look, you got Phil, you got me, you got everybody on YouTube too, man. You just ask questions. You got David right here. I mean.
Yeah, I'm trying to get all the information just, together. So,
you charge a deposit?
Hopefully.
I'm going to have to start, man. I'm getting sick of these people saying, oh, I don't have money right now. I'm not a storage. My garage is so plumb full right now.
Yeah, I mean, I implemented the deposit thing up here because there were so many pieces of equipment somebody will find on the side of the road and they want us to fix it, or they'll find it on the side of the road and they bring it to us, and then we say, oh well, the engine shot. Okay, well you can keep it, and and I get dumped on, and then I don't get paid for working on anything. So I, started charging a $35 deposit. And if the unit's bad, then we keep their deposit. We keep their deposit anyway, but we subtract the bill at the very end.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to.
Okay. Here's my thing with generators. I've been doing this for 5 years. I've never flashed a field. I've tried. They never works. Most of the time, it's either the brushes or the rotor and stator is bad. And a lot of mechanics out there, we know how to repair the engine inside and out. But when it comes to electrical, that's a different story. They're two different mechanics that you need for a basic generator. I've seen a few comments there. Like, I just now started to learn how to, change rotor and stators and brushes and everything. So I've been bringing some generators back to life, but it's not something, if you've been doing carburetors and changing coils and rebuilding engines, that's a different story than electrical work. Electrical work is a whole different industry. Yeah, okay. I know they're still in the small engine repair, but even Phil doesn't work on electrical either,
Yeah.
I don't know about David. I don't know about David here, but
I will work on. Yeah.
I do sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, but most of the time it's a pain in the butt because the rotor and stator, that's like $500. You might as well buy a new generator.
What were we gonna say, Phil?
I was just gonna say I will take on a generator as long as it's engine related. Electrical, that's out of my repair knowledge. I to be honest, like you said, Andrew, be honest with the customer. If you don't know how to repair something, don't take it on.
Yeah.
So
however, though, I have a set of those universal brushes. I will try to change the brushes if that fixes the problem, which I would say 30% of the time it does. Hey, good news, fix the problem. But if it goes beyond the brushes, I mean, you got to play a guessing game. Is it the voltage regulator? That's $80, or is it the rotor stator? You might as well buy a new generator, But the engine, I'll fix all day. I'll get that engine running, no problem.
Yeah, I hear you.
I had a.
Hey guys, sorry. About 10 minutes left, and then we got to wrap it up. I got a customer that's going to be picking up a snowblower, so I got to meet him out in my shop. So about 10 more minutes.
All right.
I'm gonna head out anyways. I got to go pick up something at the store real quick. So it's been nice talking to you. Nice meeting you, David and Matt.
Yep.
Thank you.
Too.
Oh, no worries.
I'll see you guys later. Hey, let me know next live stream, Phil. I'm here.
All right, we'll do.
Yep, me too.
Hey, Kyle, how are you doing?
Good, man. How's it going?
Good. Kyle, you jumped on. We got about 10 minutes left, man.
Oh, man. Yeah, I saw you on my phone. I was just closing up shop. Thought I'd try and jump on, but
it's all good. I got a customer that's coming to my house to pick up a snowblower, so I gotta.
Hey, what did you do with that riding lawnmower?
What was that?
What'd you do with that riding lawnmower? Did you ever get it going? I saw
the
you.
Troy built. Yeah, so I have. I just need to replace the starter solenoid on it that I haven't ordered yet. And Steve said a good point. You can just order one from Amazon for like $10-15. So I found one. I'm going to order one, but I haven't ordered it yet. I've bridged it before, and that's how I start it. But
I saw you doing.
Just need a new starter solenoid and get it going. But it runs great. The deck is all rotted. The deck is just completely trash. So I'm probably going to be making it into or sell it as a tractor, or put a blade in front of it and throw some chains in the back. But I don't know what it's sitting right now. It's not making me any money, so I don't want to invest money into it.
Right.
And it's not the time to sell it. So I want to sell it probably here in March, maybe when the season hits.
Yeah, gotcha.
So, we'll see.
Well, man, I'm gonna get out of here too, brother.
All right. You take care, David. I'll catch you in the next live.
All right, man. See ya.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get all the information sorted.
Oh. Yeah, Matt. Eventually, we all started in this business basically with minimal knowledge. So throughout these months or years that you fully stick onto this, if you want to make it a career, you can make it a career. If you want to make it a hobby, you can make it a hobby. It's up to you. But it all depends on, you can study up on it, listen to, some good YouTubers, watch videos. Donnie Boy 73 has a lot of good videos on repairing basically any type of equipment that you can find or work on. So check some of those guys out. Steve Small Engine Saloon has a lot of good videos on repairing equipment. So check some of those big channels out. You can definitely learn a lot just by listening to them and gaining their knowledge, sucking it all into your brain and gaining all that. And then when those machines do come into your shop, then you know for a fact that, hey, let me try out what they told me and see if I can see if those see if their repairs will work on this equipment or something like that. So
I have a limited amount of tools, but not many. I have a ratchet set, and a hammer. Right now, that's what I got. But
yeah,
so I want to get into it and then update my tools and get more, and all that stuff.
Yep. Kyle, any quick tips for Matt? He's starting in small engine repair. He knows the basics of it. Any quick tips from you to him?
Yeah, man, just take in everything. You can watch the same video 3 times from 3 different people, and they'll all do it. They'll do it 3 different ways. There's no right or wrong way. I guess there could be a wrong way, but everybody may do it differently. But you can pick bits and pieces from different people. But just like Phil said, just take it all in. Do it the way you're comfortable with. You don't need to go out and purchase a bunch of tools right up front. A socket set is obviously the first piece you start with. Just build your tools kind of as you need them. Black Friday just passed, but go out and get like a big mechanics tool set, a big Husky, 200 piece deal or whatever. That will cover pretty much quite a bit of what you need. You can get those fairly cheap, but just watch a lot of YouTube videos. Most the manuals and stuff these days are online, so you can read a lot of books and that kind of thing online. But there's a infinite amount of information out there. Lots of people that are willing to answer questions and stuff like that. So it's a fun space to be in, and lots of information and lots of people to help out. So
yeah. Welcome,
All
Tampa
right.
Boys Customs jumped on here. We're about to get off, so everybody, we appreciate everybody's time here. Thank you, Kyle, for that for your knowledge as well and your advice to Matt. We really appreciate it. And Matt, if you got any questions, be sure to check out all these other channels. Kyle, what's your channel name? You just tell
KB Small Engine Repair.
Yeah, I actually subscribed yesterday, so
Cool. Thanks,
I'm up to date.
Right on.
All right. Yeah. Well, we're going to be getting off here soon. I got to jump off and meet that customer. So again, thank you everybody for watching. We appreciate your time. Thank you, KB, Kyle, and Matt. Best of luck to you in your repairs as well. And we appreciate your guys' time, and we will see you guys in the next live stream or video episode or whatever.
There you go.
Thanks for having me, Phil.
Thanks, Phil. Let's see.